Okay, we are about to enter back into the second day of descriptive poetry. So, again, at this point, all of these pages should already be done. The title page, the two poems on what bugs me, your picture poem, and now the first day of descriptive poetry. So, if any of these things aren't done on your project yet, please go back to the videos that you need to complete and do those first before moving on to today, which is this red poem down here that you're going to write yourselves. So I'm going to try to go through this pretty quickly. I'm going to create so you can see how each line needs to be done, and then you're going to go and make up your own. So the first thing you're going to do is think about what you want to write about. So maybe it's a game. Maybe it's your favorite dessert. Maybe it's your pet. Maybe it's a sport that you like. So whatever it is, you're going to think of that first. And if you notice, the very first line of this poem says name of object, and the very last line of this poem says another name for the object. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to write about the sport of soccer. So at the top, I'm going to say very generic, very, kind of general, fits lots of things, just sports. I like sports in general, right? And then as I go through, you're going to be able to figure out what sport I'm talking about. And at the very bottom down here, I'm going to write the word soccer. Okay, so let's say you're writing about your dog. My dog's name is Piper. So maybe I put dogs at the top and I put Piper in the bottom. Or let's say my favorite dessert is tiramisu. So maybe I write dessert at the top and tiramisu at the bottom. So decide right now what you want your poem to be about. Pause the video and go write the one word for it at the top and the one for the bottom, and then come back here. Okay, now that you know what your topic's going to be, we're going to go through these next parts of the poem. So underneath the word sports, it says 3 words that are part of the object. So for me, with soccer, I'm thinking about 3 things that have to do with soccer. So for me, I'm going to write green field, ball, net. So those are the 3 things I'm going to have: my green field, the ball, and the net. So like I said, if it was a dog, maybe it might be long tail, soft fur, wet nose. Or if it was tiramisu, maybe it would be chocolate powder, cream cheese, or mascarpone cheese, and ladyfingers. So you're just kind of thinking of 3 things that have to do with your object and listing it. And notice in between each one, I have a comma and then a space. So I have green field, comma, space, ball, comma, space, net, period. Okay, so go ahead and pause here and go write the 3 things that go along with whatever you're writing about. Okay, the next thing we're going to do are 3 words that describe the object. So this is 3 adjectives. So for my sport of soccer, I might put exciting, fun, and competitive. Okay, so if you're doing a dog, maybe you're doing goofy, loving, and funny, or energetic. If you're doing tiramisu, maybe it's delicious, creamy, and sweet, something like that. So you're trying to think of 3 words that describe whatever it is that you're writing about. And again, notice the punctuation. Exciting, comma, space. Fun, comma, space, and then the word competitive. Okay, so you may pause now. Go ahead and write your 3 descriptive words. Okay, so now here it says, I like name of object. I like, so I'm going to say soccer. I like soccer because, and then it says, tell why you like the object. So I'm going to delete this just like I've done all the others. Why do I like soccer? I like soccer because it is fast moving and fun to play. Okay, and then I feel, and it says explain how the object feels. I feel excited when I watch or play soccer. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing. I like Piper because she's super goofy and loves to play fetch. Or I like tiramisu because it's super creamy and delicious. And then how you feel about it. So if you have not already done this, you may go ahead and pause your video, finish these last 2 lines now, and then come back here. Okay, now that your poem's completely done, okay, we're now going to do exactly what we've done with all the others. We're going to format the font, and then we're going to insert an image. So again, to format, don't forget to highlight everything you want to change first. Pick the font that you like. So let's go, for me, I'm going to go with this one. Pick the size that you like, because this is kind of a smaller font. I'm going to pick a larger size. But see how now I'm on a second page, so that's at this point too big. So I actually think I'm going to shrink this poem down a little bit. So I'm going to make this poem size 16. And then that'll allow me to fit this on this page. Okay, so, oh, let's try that again. There we go. All right, so once I've changed my font, now I'm going to change the color. All right, so again, I'm going to highlight so I can pick one color for this. I haven't done like a burnt orange yet, and maybe I'll bold it. Oh, I put it on the next line. So let's make this 22. There we go. All right, and then again, before I insert my picture, I want to make sure I click off so that I don't accidentally delete my poem. And I'm going to, since I'm writing about soccer, I'm going to insert a picture, insert, image, again, a web search. And this I'm going to do some sort of soccer ball or soccer or something that looks cool. So let's see. It's an image I like. No soccer. That's not what I want. Okay, I'm going to go back up to the top. I like this one. Okay, so I click on it. I insert it. It's probably going to come in humongous. Of course it does. So again, always resizing from the corner resizing handle. We shrink that down first. We change our text wrap, right? You cannot move a picture until you change this. We're going to change the text wrap to wrap the text. And that way I can click and drag this so it's next to my poem in a way that makes sense. All right, so I need to free up one space like this, and then like this, and now it's all on one page. You want to make sure that these poems, because it's all about descriptive poetry, that it's all on one page. So you might have to play a little bit with the size of the font or deleting some extra spaces, but either way, just make sure that all of your poems stay on the page that they belong in. So if I zoom out here, you can see the What Bugs Me poem. There's 2 of them, but they're only on this one page. The picture poem's on this page by itself, and then the descriptive poem has these 2 different poems, but they're on one page. And then the last thing we're going to do tomorrow is going to be our tongue twister. Okay, so once you've done this today, that's all you're working on. You can go ahead and stop the video and go to Typing Tutor. Remember, spending about 10 minutes each day working on Typing Tutor. As always, if you have any questions, let me know through a comment and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Good luck.